Yo, what's up, fellow weebs? Ever wish you'd get yeeted by Truck-Kuin and wake up with insane powers, a harem of waifus, and a dragon companion? Then welcome to Club, because today we're diving into the wildest, wackiest, and most legendary Isekai worlds anime has ever created. From overpowered protagonists and epic magic battles to slime gods and dysfunctional parties that somehow save the world, we're counting down the top 10 best Isekai anime of all time. These are the shows that defined the genre, broke the internet, and made us all wonder, is reincarnation really that bad? So grab your sword, pack some potions, and let's get teleported to another world in 3, 2, 1, 10 Re:Zero, starting life in another world. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Re:Zero, the anime that said, what if Isekai but make it traumatizing? Subaru Natsuki gets yanked into a fantasy world expecting cheat codes and waifus. But instead, he gets a curse that forces him to die horribly over and over just to fix timelines. No OP powers, no overconfident hero moments. Just raw pain, psychological breakdowns, and a guy who refuses to give up. It's brutal, emotional, and somehow beautiful. Every choice has weight, every death stings, and every time Subaru comes back, he's a little more broken, but still fighting. And let's be real, Rem carried the emotional weight of the show on her tiny demon-made shoulders. Team Rem or Team Amelia? You already know the answer. Re:Zero is the Isekai that punches you in the gut, and you thank it for the trauma. 9. No Game, No Life. At number 9, we got No Game, No Life, where being a genius shut-in duo actually gets you promoted to demigod status. Sora and Shiro don't lose. Like, ever. They take logic, strategy, and sibling synergy to galaxy brain levels and outsmart everyone from warlords to literal gods, all while making it look effortless and kinda fabulous. The animation? Neon-colored eye candy. The world building? A gamer's dream. And the fan service? Teetering on the edge, but somehow it works. It's the kind of show that screams chaotic brilliance and makes you wish you were half as clever. But here's the real game we've all been stuck in, waiting for Season 2. Madhouse, please. Stop toying with our hearts and just press continue. If you haven't seen this one yet, you're missing out on one of the most stylish, strategic, and savage Isekai out there. 8. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Okay, real talk. Who knew turning into a jelly bean could make you busted your OP? Rimuru Tempest starts as your average overworked office drone, gets stabbed, dies, and wakes up as a slime. But not just any slime. This dude absorbs dragons, mimics powers, and casually builds a utopian kingdom from scratch like it's Minecraft on creative mode. He's got the power of friendship, diplomacy, and nuclear-level destruction all wrapped up in one squishy blue ball. And somehow, it all works. This series is the ultimate comfy Isekai ride, with wholesome vibes, epic monster battles, and a protagonist who's basically the anime Buddha with cheat codes. If world domination had a chill mode, Rimuru's already beat the final boss. Slime life? Best life. 7. Sword Art Online. Alright, before you grab your pitchforks, yes, SAO is on this list, and it deserves to be. Say what you want. But when Kirito pulled out that dual-wielding madness in Aincrad, anime history was made. SAO didn't just kickstart the Isekai boom. It shoved it into the mainstream with black trench coats and epic boss battles. And let's be real, the Aincrad arc still holds up. The stakes were brutal. The visuals were insane, and crossing field? Instant chills. Sure, it's got its flaws, but without SAO, half your favorite Isekai probably wouldn't exist. Kirito walked into a death game and walked out a legend, and whether you're here to praise him or roast him, you know he earned his spot. Let the haters log out. 6. Konosuba. Now this is peak broke boy Isekai energy. Konosuba takes a classic hero in another world, set up and absolutely nukes it with unfiltered chaos, absurd comedy, and the world's most gloriously useless goddess. Kazuma gets reincarnated with one wish and chooses Aqua, the divine disappointment herself. Genius move, right? What follows is a disaster party of misfits. An explosion-obsessed mage with one spell, a masochist crusader who begs monsters to hit her, and Kazuma, who's just trying not to die of secondhand embarrassment. This isn't about saving the world. It's about surviving hangovers, haunted cabbages, and Aqua's questionable life choices. And let's be real, Kazuma deserves more than XP. This man needs emotional compensation and a therapist. Konosuba is proof that you don't need OP powers to win, just sarcasm, stubbornness, and the ability to roast your party members on sight. Truly, an Isekai masterpiece in comedy armor. 5. Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. Coming in hot at number 5 is the granddaddy of modern Isekai, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. This anime didn't just raise the bar, it set it. We follow Rudius, a man who wasted his first life and gets a second shot in a world filled with dragons, demons, and devastating magic. But this ain't your typical OP reincarnation story. Rudius is flawed, complex, and painfully human. Watch him grow from zero to still kinda awkward but super magical is one heck of a ride. The world building? Insane. The lore? Deep. And that animation? Pure art. Every spell cast feels like a Studio Ghibli fever dream. This show's not afraid to get real, raw, and sometimes uncomfortably personal. But that's what makes it so damn powerful. If you're into layered characters, emotional stakes, and absolutely stunning visuals, Mushoku Tensei is a must-watch masterpiece. 4. The Rising of the Shield Hero. Imagine getting summoned to a fantasy world, only to be betrayed, framed, and treated like trash within the first 5 minutes. Welcome to Naofumi's villain origin story. Except he's not the villain, he's a shield hero, and he's about to make everyone regret underestimating him. No flashy sword, no legendary spear, just pure grind, raw willpower, and shield powered by pure rage. This is revenge served medieval style, with Naofumi going full protective Papa Bear mode while building an unstoppable party from scratch. Raphtalia, best girl. Philo, bird kick MVP. And Naofumi, a walking lesson in don't push the quiet ones. The show hits hard with themes of justice, trust, and how to turn pain into power, without ever handing the MC a cheat code. If you love your Isekai with edge, heart, and some straight-up RPG revenge energy, this is your next binge. 3. Overlord. Imagine logging into your favorite MMORPG and then never logging out. Except now you're a skeleton overlord with god-tier powers and zero moral restraints. Welcome to Overlord, where our main man Ain's Olgown is basically a one-man apocalypse with a robe. He didn't just break the game, he became the final boss. His loyal NPCs? Yeah, they worship him like he's the second coming of Saitama, with a PhD in world domination. Every episode is like, who's getting clapped next? But here's the twist. Beneath all that death magic and bone armor, there's a surprisingly chill dude just trying to figure it all out. World conquest? Sure. But also, wait, am I the bad guy? Spoiler, yes. And we're 100% here for it. 2. The Eminence in Shadow. Sliding in at number 2 is none other than the Eminence in Shadow. Because who needs to be a cookie-cutter hero when you can be the shadowy puppet master behind the scenes? Sid's got one goal. Forget about saving the world or being the chosen one. He's here to be the mastermind pulling every single string from the shadows. He's the guy who writes his own epic script, and the world is just along for the ride, whether they know it or not. This anime is an absolute trip, self-aware, hilariously dramatic, and filled with enough cool poses to fuel a cosplay convention for a decade. Every time Shadow Garden steps onto the scene, pure hype. If you love your isekai with a healthy dose of tongue-in-cheek humor, wild conspiracies, and characters who treat world domination like their personal hobby, this is your jam. Long live Shadow Garden. Baby, drop a like if you join their ranks. And now, the greatest isekai of all time, Log Horizon. Okay, just kidding. It's Gintama. Always Gintama. Because let's be real, It's parroted every Isekai under the sun and still hits you with more emotion than half the genre. Comedy? Check. Feels? Check. Fourth wall break that makes you question reality? Triple check. But seriously, the real number one? Re:Zero. Why? Because no other Isekai drags you through psychological torment, resets your hope with every death, and still makes you root for a guy with literally zero powers. No sword, no slime powers, just pain, trauma, and raw willpower. Subaru didn't get isekai'd, he got emotionally wrecked, and we loved every second of it. Disagree? Fight me in the comments. That's it for today's video. Did your favorite make the list, or did I just disrespect your entire anime watch history? Either way, I want to hear it. Drop your hot takes, waifu wars, and underrated isekai picks in the comments. If you had fun, smash that like button harder than Mega Man yelling explosion. And hey, don't ghost us like a forgotten side character. Subscribe for more fire anime rankings, hidden gems, and debates that'll start anime wars in the comments. Until next time, keep one eye on the road and both eyes on Truck-kun. You never know when your isekai adventure might begin. Catch you legends in the next world, or at least the next video. Peace out.